What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we are going to draw Super Saiyan God Goku. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to draw Super Saiyan God Goku. As you can see, I started by drawing a perfect square. Each side is 4 centimeters, and for this drawing all you need is a black color pencil, a red color pencil and an HB2 pencil. So without further ado, let's get started. This is gonna be a frontal pose. We're going to start by drawing the wrinkles between the eyes right at the center of the square. Next we are going to draw the eyebrows. As you can see, it gets thicker towards the edge. And if you guys want, you can use a guideline to maintain the right symmetry. We'll draw some lines at the edge. And then to draw the eyes, we'll use 3 lines, 2 diagonals and the curve underneath. We'll place the iris at the center but slightly to the left. Add the pupil. Draw the bumps above the eyes just by using curves, and the famous cheek marks by using 2 diagonals and some curves. Next we are going to draw Goku's nose by using 5 lines following these steps. As you can see, I'm still using the square. That way I can keep the right proportions. Once we are done with that, we're going to draw the mouth really close to the nose with a very tiny gap, about 1 millimeter. And then we are going to draw Goku's face. We'll do that by using 5 lines. Next we're going to draw the ears. We'll start by drawing the shape of the ears just like always, and then we'll add the details inside. Awesome, now we can move on to the hair. So we're going to start with Goku's spikes from the front. In this form he has 4 spikes on the front and 1 that goes up a bit. We'll start with the 4. Then we are going to draw 1 spike on each side. Next we are going to draw 3 more spikes on the right side. Another curve to mark his head, and then 4 more spikes on the left side. Awesome, next we're going to add some details to the hair simply by drawing some lines in the direction of the shape, of course. You can add 1 to 3 lines basically, that's what I do always. Awesome, so now we can move on to the torso. Now in this form Goku is a bit skinnier, he still packs some muscle, but not as Super Saiyan or any other form for that matter. That's why we are going to draw the neck a bit smaller. Same goes for the trap muscles. Next we are going to draw the color of his gi. We are going to cross it at the middle. And from that point we are going to draw the chest, following with his neck muscles, his Adam's apple, and we'll refine the traps. Awesome, next we're going to add some creases to the gi. And then we'll get rid of all the unnecessary lines, all the guidelines we used. Awesome! So we are done with the sketching process. Congratulations everybody. And now it's time for the shading process. But before that, we need to ink this entire drawing. For that, you can use either a black pen or a black color pencil. I'm gonna use a black color pencil, and as you can see, I'm holding it closer to the tip. Of course, make sure to sharpen it because we want the lines to be smooth, crisp, and clean. And then simply go all over the lines. You can do that by pushing lines or by pulling lines, but the most important part is to use your NHM, natural hand movement. And you'll do that by rotating the page. Awesome, we'll snap our finger and we are ready for the shading process. So first I'm gonna mark all the shaded areas. This process is called cell shading. As you can see, for this drawing I want the main light source to come from the right side, which means that the left side will get less light and therefore it will be darker. As you can see, I'm shading in the traditional Tadayoshi Yamamaru style. That's the OG animator for Dragon Ball Z, and it's also the same shading process Yuya Takahashi used for Dragon Ball Super Broly. Those are two animators that I look up for and draw a lot of inspiration. Awesome, next we're going to color the eyes using the red color pencil, and as you can see I'm leaving a tiny black area on the right side just to get a nice highlight. Awesome, now it's time for the shading. So we're going to start with the darkest tone. For that I'm using the pencil closer to the tip, that way I can apply more pressure and get a darker tone. Next we are going to shade the mid-tone. For that we're going to hold the pencil at the center. That way we can still apply pressure but not as hard as before, and by doing that we'll get this nice shade of gray. And of course make sure to shade in the direction of the shape. Awesome, lastly we are going to shade the brightest tone. For that we're going to hold the pencil closer to the eraser because you want to apply even less pressure than before, and by doing that we'll get a brighter tone of gray. And as you can see I'm adding one more layer to the mid-tone just to create a nice contrast from the mid-tone to the brightest tone. Awesome, so we are going to do the same process for the hair, and of course if you guys want you can rotate the page and use your NHM. Also, next we're going to shade the gi with the same steps I explained before. And I'm gonna add one more shade on the nose. And we are done! Everybody? This is how you draw Super Saiyan God Goku, aka skinnier Goku with red hair and red irises. Please let me know how you did in the comment section. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new. I upload new videos every week, 4 new tutorials every week. That's it for today. Also, make sure to like this video. Keep being awesome as always, and I will see you on the next video very soon. Peace!